I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. The Pixel 7 is the phone of the year. Anyway, so I'm just piggybacking. I made a video, and I'm not trying to say anyone's wrong. Here's the thing. One beautiful thing about all these different phone of the years, because everybody has their own thoughts, their own inputs, their own experience. Somebody who loves iPhone probably will say an iPhone is phone of the year. Somebody who likes Samsung phones would probably say the Fold 4 or the S22 Ultra is phone of the year. And they're great devices. Like they are. I'm not trying to discredit anybody, but it did make me feel a little good whenever I watched MKBHD and his smartphone awards for the year. And for the first time in several years, he and I came to the same conclusion. The Pixel 7 is the best phone of the year. And you might be wondering, how is that possible? How when you have this, here I got my Fold 4 right here. How when you have this $1,800 phone with all these bells and whistles, can you say that a $599 previously on sale $499 Pixel 7 is phone of the year? And that is because it offers the best across the board in value, performance, camera, longevity, support, price, all those things. And it just brings so much to the table. One, it's also the most improved. And I think most people can probably agree with that. And it was funny because apparently this phone won several categories for him because it had the most improved, best value. Because when you look at the Tensor G2, you look at the Pixel camera setup, all those things that you get, 5 years of support, you get 5 years security patches, 3 years of operating system updates. It's got a 90 hertz screen on it. It's got an OLED panel. It's a classy looking phone. Unless you got the lemongrass like me. I don't know. I know some people like it. I don't want to insult you, but I don't like the lemongrass. It looked better to me in the picture than when I got it in real life. I've talked about this before. That's it. I'm going to drop it. But yes, the Pixel 7, I said I thought it was the phone of the year. I think that the Pixel 7 Pro is a better phone. I think in some ways the S22 Ultra is a better phone. I think the Z Fold 4 in some ways is a better phone because of the capabilities, all the cool things it can do, and it lines more up with what I would use personally as a pro phone. But we got to look at where the rubber meets the road. Whenever you look at car of the year, it's certainly not the S-Class Mercedes. It's certainly not the 7 Class or 7 Series BMW. It's usually a Toyota Camry. And that's for good reason, or like a Hyundai Sonata. It's kind of in the middle. It has plenty of luxury configuration stuff. It's got a lot of options. It's got great reliability, good warranty, car and driver reports. It's safe, and it's a good size for a family. I love my Toyota Supra. I could go out and say, yeah, it's a car of the year, but I mean, it's not really good for a family car. It's a great two-seater. It guzzles gas, and it makes a lot of noise, and it's cool. But that doesn't mean it's the best car of the year. So when you look at all those things, you kind of average it down. And you say, okay, this offers the best value. It's great for people looking to upgrade or trade in. It's great for people who don't want to spend a lot of money. You get that flagship experience. You get all the great Google software stuff on there, all the AI machine learning stuff, the cool camera features, Android 13, plenty of support. It just makes sense. You look at it, and from the day one when I got it, I bought this. Google didn't send it to me. They sent me the Pixel 7 Pro. And the Pixel 7 Pro has a lot of great things going on. It's got the macro camera. It's got the telephoto. You can reach out and touch folks. You can take good pictures with it. 120 hertz refresh rate, Quad HD Plus resolution, 5,000 milliamp battery. It's beautiful. It's a great phone. But how many people are going to buy that versus the 7? So the 7 offers more value to people. And I think it offers mostly the same experience. I mean, $300 is a big difference when fundamentally, day-to-day when you're using it, you're not really getting that much extra. And as much as I love to take those up-close and personal National Geographic shots, how many times are you actually taking macro photos? How many times, and I talk about how I wish the Pixel 7 had a Pro mode for the camera. But honestly, how many people are just pulling their phone out and just press the button on the shutter so they can take a selfie or they can shoot a photo? So where the rubber meets the road, where true value and purpose and usage is actually examined, and you look at how that impacts people on a day-to-day basis and the price they get it at, and then you look at it and go, Tensor G2 is pretty good, powerful processor, and it's made a lot of improvements, and it's got a lot that it offers there. Yeah, that's why it was easy for me to say Pixel 7 was phone of the year. And I think that was a little against the grain with some other folks, because a lot of people did say Pixel 7 Pro is phone of the year. And I don't disregard that. The Pixel 7 Pro is an amazing phone. Out of the two, I'm going to carry the 7 Pro over the 7, but I am a tech enthusiast. I'm what you would consider probably a pro category class person when you look at phones. I always carry upper echelon flagships. I carry the Fold 4, S22 Ultra, iPhone 14 Pro Max, all these things. So yes, but that's a small subset. And if enthusiasts were basically holding up the phone market, then those would be the phones that sold more, but they're not. And if you look back, I mean, if you, let's say, look at this. Back 2 years ago when the S20 came out, S20, S20 Plus, S20 Ultra, it sold about 25 million phones overall between those three phones. That same year, the iPhone SE 2020 sold about 25 million. So you're looking at like a $400 phone versus a $700 to $1,200 phone. And that one little iPhone globally sold as many phones as all the S20 series phones combined. So that's where you have to look at stuff. And yes, there's some weight that you have to look here and examine different things, but I don't think that anybody's worse off buying this. And I think that it offers a lot of great things. I mean, of course, I covered it, and that's why I bought it. That one of the things I love to cover and talk about, one of the tenets of my channel is value. What value does this bring to you? I mean, I could easily sit here and say, everybody go out and buy the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's the best phone. Or I could say, everybody go buy the S22 Ultra and click on my affiliate link. I'm just joking. But yeah, I mean, you could do that. But that's not where I perceive value. I don't see that most people would benefit from a phone like that. You're not going to use all that stuff. Why would you spend $1,200, $1,100 for an S Pen you're not going to use, or a 6.8-inch screen you don't necessarily want? A lot of people like a little bit kind of middle ground phone, like a 6.3-inch screen, like you get right here. A lot of folks don't care about 120 hertz refresh rate. In fact, it burns up the battery faster. Same with the Quad HD Plus resolution. So it makes a lot of sense. And I was happy to see the smartphone award category coming back, and good old MKBHD, Marquez Brownlee, saying the Pixel 7 phone of the year. And he had other categories too. Best big phone, and of course, best smartphone camera. I think a couple other ones. There was a couple different categories there. He had quite a few of them. And biggest bust of the year, OnePlus 10T. I don't really agree with that. I disagree with that. I think the OnePlus 10T is actually a very good phone, but there actually weren't a whole lot of bad phones this year. In all seriousness, 2022 was a really good year for phones. Most of the phones turned out really darn good. So I don't really agree with it, but it's hard to disagree with it in some ways, because at the price and what it was going for and what you typically expect from OnePlus, and I think it really hurt a lot of people's feelings that they took out the volume, like the little mute switch on the side. But the cameras, not the best in the world. It's not a Quad HD Plus. I mean, there's some stuff there, but it really feels like they kind of pivoted the 10T and tried to target it more towards enthusiasts, gaming, high-speed performance, super fast charging. There's definitely some elements there that make it a strong consideration for a good phone. I like the phone a lot personally. I thought it was a really good phone. So I don't think that's the bust of the year. I would have to sit back and think of what actually would be the bust phone of the year. In all seriousness, it could be the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV, which I love so much. Because if you take a look at price, you take a look at what it brings to the table, the heating issues it's had, it's not supported as long as a lot of other phones. It didn't even have 5G with some of the networks here in the US, especially to begin with. I mean, there's some strong things to go, okay, the Xperia 1 Mark IV could be the biggest flop, as much as I love that phone. And I love the Xperia 1 Mark IV. So I made videos about that as well. But yeah, everybody has their own opinions and interpretations. And like he said at the beginning, these are my picks. It's his video. And same thing with my video. So if you disagree, I mean, feel free to make a video. That's the great thing about, you can do it with your phone. Make your own phone, make your own best of, make your own worst of, make your own rant video. I mean, I like to make rant videos. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've had a good, healthy rant video. But anyway, so that's all I've got. But I definitely agree with him. Pixel 7, best phone of the year. So that's all I got. Going to sign off here. If you have any questions or comments, and please sound off in the comment section. I will get back with you. I may even run a poll. I want to see what everybody's favorite, what you think is the best phone of the year. Sound off in the comment section. Tell me what yours is. And tell me what you think the worst phone of the year is too. And we'll talk about it. So, like I said, all I got. If you have any questions, comments, you know what to do. If you like the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. And I'll see you guys next time.